Today we are making a one-pot, super creamy stovetop mac and cheese. And yes, I'm making it gluten-free. And you can too. So before we get started, if you haven't already, please give this a like and subscribe. Let's chat about the ingredients that you need to find success in this recipe. And there are some really specific ingredients you need to use to be able to make this a one-pot dish. Number one, you need to use whole milk. The pasta boils directly in the milk and the water, right amount of fat. And the way we achieve that is by using whole milk. Number two, you need to use the correct shape of pasta. I tested this recipe using an elbow shape. So if you use penne or some other type of shape, it will need a different amount of liquid to properly cook and to get a really creamy sauce. So you definitely want to stick with something like an elbow or something really close in size. And yes, you can use regular pasta or gluten-free pasta. They both work. And finally, you don't want to use a chickpea pasta or quinoa pasta or corn pasta. You need something that's just an all-purpose flour type of pasta. The final tip on ingredients is using the right cheese. Now, this recipe uses American cheese because it gets really creamy and delicious, and cheddar cheese for kind of a sharper, more complex flavor. When you get your cheese, you want to use an American cheese from the deli like this, not a pre-sliced. You need about 6 ounces, so you're just gonna say, I just need a block of cheese, and we'll just slice it off. You don't wanna use your pre-sliced, and then you'll shred it yourself with your grater. The other type is you need a block of cheddar. If you use a pre-shredded cheddar, it's gonna have an anti-caking agent on it, and that anti-caking agent will alter the consistency of the sauce. Now that we have all our ingredients prepped, let's get started. We're going to combine the milk and the water, and to this we're going to add salt, hot sauce, and Dijon mustard. These are the only seasonings you need for this recipe. Boil your milk and then add the pasta. And you're just gonna stir it around occasionally just to make sure it doesn't stick. And after 5 minutes, once the pasta is al dente, we're going to add in just the American cheese. You're gonna reduce the heat to low and stir in this cheese until it gets nice and creamy. We want it like completely melted before we add the cheddar. Once you've got it to that texture, go ahead and sprinkle on your cheddar cheese. You just wanna give it a little bit of a stir. You don't have to totally incorporate it. And then we're going to turn off the heat and cover it and let it sit. I can't believe this is gluten-free.